don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hi everyone. We'll be waiting 5 more minutes to let everybody join. Many people are joining still. So we'll be starting the session at 2:35. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. A very good afternoon to all the faculty members, instructors, and all our change makers. I believe my voice is audible to all of you. Can you please confirm it on the chat? Let me open the chat for all of you. Yes, now I open the chat. Can you please confirm if my voice is audible? Thank you so much, all the faculty members, for continuously joining the session and learning more about AI and how you can utilize AI in your life and how you can become the change maker. Right. Today, this is the fifth session. Session will be taken by Mr. Varun Bhatt, who has already taken multiple sessions, and we are going to learn new tools so that we can use in our current day-to-day life, current day-to-day work to enhance our knowledge and skill set. Something special, as I mentioned in the last sessions to all of you, that today we are going to introduce you to something which IT Patna is now offering, not just to you, but to our students also. As I've discussed that this is the mission of IT Patna to help all the Indian to become AI ready. And that's the change we have started with the first level, which is the instructors and the faculty members who are the building block of the society. But now we have to go down one step deeper, where we can give the same kind of exposure and same kind of learning to the students, those who just don't need the tools, but they will also need to learn the science behind the AI. Those who need to go learn it in a full-fledged manner so that they can start their career in AI and not just using AI for day-to-day life. What is that? I am definitely going to talk about what extra we can offer to all our faculty members here. Those who wants to become AI change maker is what we will be discussing, but everything will happen in the last of the session when I again will be joining once we are done with Varun session. Then we will be going ahead with that part. And we can see Dr. Surya sir is also there. Surya sir, am I audible? Hello sir, am I audible? Surya sir.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes sir. Do you have any message for the faculty members, or shall we start with the session?
Yes, please start. I just wanted to see what's happening. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so I will hand over to Varun and I will come back around 4 o'clock, and then I will discuss something important for you, for the students, what extra is there by offering by the IT Patna. Thank you so much. Over to you, Varun.
Yeah, thanks, Aman. Okay, so hi everyone. Yeah, I'm audible. Okay, nice. Okay, so guys, 1 second, I'm sharing my screen. So in today's session, in this Gen AI training, so you can say that like in this session 5, we finally came to this part. Okay, and till now we have discussed a lot of things and all about assessment, all about curriculum, all about creating quizzes and all. Okay, so now in this session, we'll be talking about the personalized learning architecture. Okay, so the one very important point is, you know that like when a teacher, like when an instructor or a teacher or professor, so whenever they are with the students, so generally in a class there used to be a 40 to 50 students, and when you are teaching any topic to them, so how generally you ensure that everyone is getting that topic, because there are around 40 to 50 students. What you can do like randomly is like you can randomly pick a student, you can ask some question. Okay, one is coming quiz. Okay, by asking question. Okay, okay, poll. Okay, in your okay, one of the you can say one of the teachers saying they have used to have like 100 students in a single class by giving case studies, examples, puzzles, Google quiz. Okay, role plays. Okay, Okay, but I understand your point when you're saying giving assignment, quiz, and all. But suppose when you're delivering something, okay, when you're delivering something to the student, you know that like there are multiple topics in a single session. If the session is of 50-minute duration or a 1 hour duration, so you will be going moving from one topic to the next. Okay, and the point here is, okay, definitely you will be giving quiz or you will be giving assignment, but that will be at the end of the session, not topic by topic. So it might be possible that one student, like you can say that you lose the track, okay, in between, and he might doesn't understand something, okay, and even though like it happens with more like 10 to 15 more students, because everyone has a different learning curve. Okay, we cannot say that like everyone is getting everything. Okay, so it depends upon the attention they are like paying in the class. So now I just want to talk about that part, and that we'll be discussing in the today's session, how we can tackle this thing like with the help of AI. Okay, so now the today session is like the one question which you might have heard is, why should teachers learn and use AI? Okay, what is that reason? Why they should do that? So basically, uh, like when we used to say that like tech advanced by decades with the launch of basically with the launch of ChatGPT. So you know that like how even if you want to create a curriculum, even if you want to create a quiz, even if you want a quick information, suppose suddenly what happened today is uh, imagine a day where you suddenly got a class, okay, and the topic you it's something like that teacher was not there and that class was assigned to you. Now, in that case, what happened? You will be needing the material for that class. Okay. You might be asking you what you will be doing. Like you might be like getting the material from that teacher who might have like taken the class previously, but right now you have to take it due to some reason. Now, since you have the material of that one, so what you will be doing? Because you need, you know that like before every session, a, a good preparation is actually required. Okay. And we also used to tweak the material according to our ways. So now at that point, you need a good tech. So generally what people used to do is they used to go for like go to Google or read the documentation or read all those information, and accordingly they used to deliver the session. But now, since you know that, like when I'm talking about this tech, like when we talk about this AI, so the best thing is it's not like it's something like if you know that, like you are not very clear exactly about the flow of the content, but you are clear with the topics, what you need to cover. And for that, you need some different, you will be needing some examples, you will be needing some content, you will be needing some quiz, you will be needing some questions which you will be asking in the question in the class. So all that you can do it like quickly with AI. So when I'm talking about this ChatGPT, so try to understand one thing when we used to say this thing, that teaching is a high touch thing. Okay. Basically, teaching is a high touch performance, or you can say that profession, where you know that like it's not only about student when a student when we used to say that student will learn from the chat gpt, but there is a touch is something which is missing there, and touch of you can say that emotional connect. Okay, and you can say that appreciating the student. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of touch is actually required. So generally we used to say that teaching is a high touch, okay, profession. But when we talk about like AI is a high tech. Okay. So basically, both cannot replace each other. So that's why we need to understand one thing, like we need touch for the student. Touch means like the kind of an emotional connect, trying to understand where student is getting stuck. Okay. Based on asking questions, based on like connecting with the student in different ways. But at the same point, we also need a high tech, okay, through which we can generate, like we can generate examples, we can create examples in many different ways for the student. So basically this is something like which where all these points are very important. Okay, and AI is here to stay, and teachers will also continue to stay. Like, got my point? Got my point? Okay. So that's why that high touch is actually required. Okay. And without that, you know that like otherwise it's something things will become very robotic. So that's why it is very important. And the main thing is like how do we can coexist together? How do we can coexist together? So basically there is a tough question is going around, like you know that you might have heard all these two questions. The first question is, will AI replace teachers? Okay. The second thing is, how will student learn if they copy answers from ChatGPT? So that is the two main important question you might have heard of. Okay. And around you, like many people are actually talking about it. It's something like the media is talking about it, like all this thing. So basically, these are the two tough questions. Okay. So as I said, like teaching is like you can say that is kind of a profession. It's not only about just giving the information, but it's like also a high touch profession. Okay. The second very important thing is copying answer from ChatGPT. So basically, I would say one thing here: teachers, it's something like it's not about like AI will replace the teacher. Okay. And AI is here to stay. So are teachers also. But one thing is which is very important: teachers with AI will replace teachers without AI. Why? Because it's like you need to understand one thing. Because if the when I'm talking about the teachers with AI, why I'm saying this that part? Because now if they know that like how to use those tools effectively, okay, then they will be able to provide student like the better content, the better you can say that the better delivery and all of that. Okay, so it's all about that like in our daily life we use a lot of you can say that a lot of tools also. Okay, it's suppose when I'm using washing machine, okay, to like to wash the clothes, and if I'm using some any other you can say that these kind of devices. So the main thing what is happening is it is just reducing my time. Okay, it's not like ki, I don't have to do anything. Okay. At least I need to set the controls. I need to identify that, okay, like for which clothes, which setting I need to set. Okay. All this thing I need to do. Those manual work is still there. But the main point is my work, you can say that it's something like my time has, you can say that optimized. It's something like the time has reduced. Now I have more time to work on my creative things. Okay, so that is something which is very important. Okay, and this we need to remember. So now, when I'm talking about AI for teaching, so AI for teaching like consists of some few things. So basically, when I'm saying that like okay, teachers with AI, so what does that mean? So I just want to like go through all those things. So first thing is like pre-class preparation. Okay, we can use this thing AI for pre-class preparation, in class content, and the third thing is evaluation and assessment. So these are the three main pillars. You can say that these are the three main core areas where a teacher is actually required. Where basically what a teacher generally do. It's something like the teacher needs to do the like before coming to the class, the preparation kind of thing, in class content, during the class content, and the third thing is like doing evaluation and assessment. And in the previous sessions, like we discussed about this thing, like how we can create the nice PPT, how we can create the like nice curriculum out of the content which is there in my mind. So guys, there is a difference between content and curriculum. Content means in your mind, you have the structure, you have the rough structure that what are the things which you need to basically which you need to deliver. But when I'm talking about a curriculum, curriculum is a structured document where you can say that it is very, you can say that it is very nicely defined that what are the things which you will be delivering. So I just want to show you one example of like curriculum. One second. I'll just show you. So you can see that like this is the one of the curriculum on one of the topic. Okay, you can say that this is from data structures, but now you can see that how the curriculum is defined in a structured way. And there is something known as called as instructor task, like which instructor will be doing. So this is kind of a script for instructor, okay, which he will be following. And there is some examples are written. Similarly, in the same way, there is something known as student task, and there are some tasks which he will be giving to the student. And this is the structure how the instructor has defined the complete curriculum. Okay, so now you can see that like how instructor, student, and everything is actually defined here. So basically, when we talk about like the structured thing, okay, when we talk about a structured thing, when you put in a very structured manner, so that is something known as curriculum. So we have seen that like in the one of the previous session, like if you have a rough kind of learning objectives, through that you will be able to identify that through that you will be able to identify that okay, what all things. uh 1 second, I'll just show you one more sample. I'll show you one more sample. So basically, this is the curriculum. You can say that like there is a structure and examples are written, images are there, and everything is put in a structured manner. And you can see that like how the flow of the session will go, how the flow of the session will go. And if once you have the curriculum, once you have a structured curriculum, then using that curriculum, what you can do is you can create the, you can say that PPT out of it. Okay, you can create the PPT out of it, like all this thing you can create out of once you have the curriculum ready. So basically, these are the phases. Like whenever you are writing the curriculum, so it actually happens in a phase. The first phase is coming up with the content. Okay. Now, if I have a rough content, like even if it is present in my note, that is fine. Now I need to give a structure to it. Structured, I will be giving it using like that is something known as curriculum. And now for that structuring, so you can see that content is something your own thing which you are actually generating, which you are creating, okay, which is your domain knowledge, which you can say that collecting from the different sources. And once you have this thing, then what you can do is you using an AI, you can do the refinement to put in a proper structure. Okay, you can create images for it and all this thing like you can say that that is how the work has been reduced. And I remember that like when I created this single lecture curriculum, it took me 2 to 3 days. Okay, but now when I'm talking about today, like if I need to create the same curriculum and if I have the content, then it won't take like 30 to more than 30 to 40 minutes. So that is why the power came. Okay, that is why the power came. So my that whole lot of time has been reduced. Got it? Understood? Okay, so now I was talking about the pre-class preparation, in-class content and evaluation and assessment. In the previous sessions, we have seen that, like how to create the assessment out of that content which you have created. Okay, so now when I'm talking about pre-class preparation, so what is the meaning of it? It is the meaning is lesson plan creation. Okay, preparing challenging question which student might ask. The third thing is common misconception like for that topic. Okay, and it's something like creating a summary out of it, like what is the like overall summary. Okay, so that is something one thing. The next thing is when I'm talking about the in-class content. In-class content means like because the previous thing which you are doing, it is something like because before coming to the session, you need to be ready with all these things. Okay, now when I'm talking about in-class preparation, that actually required explanation and activities. Okay, the concept which you are explaining, the activities which you are giving, and which will be catering to different students. So you know that in a single class there are different categories of students. Okay, so 2 3 levels of explanation, right? So it's not only about one level of explanation you are doing for a single topic, but you will be having a multiple level of explanation with some examples which you are already ready with that. Okay, generating challenging question, generate worked example with practice questions, focusing on big ideas like all this thing, knowledge, and how this knowledge will be using in real world. So that is very important because unless you are not giving the real world perspective of that part, student will not feel that much like interest. It's something like things will keep on, like you can say that will remain, you can say that theoretical. The one very good thing about, you can say, these AI chat GPT platform is you can also get fetch the factual figures. Suppose when you are teaching something around like about the population, or you can say that any kind of topic, suppose any geography like subjects or any kind of topic, then you can also collect the facts, like where, what is the numbers in terms of number, what is the situation of this thing is going in numbers. So that actually interests the student more, and gives them the, like you can say that a real time feeling of, you can say that kind of a feeling, okay, now they have learned something. Okay, and make connection across topics. So this thing is very important. Whenever we used to teach a complete lecture to the student, the one very important thing is connection should be there. And if connection should be there, then you can say that the neurons which they have, like in our mind, in our brain, we have neurons which are connected to each other. The one very important thing is, like when we are giving, when we are explaining some topic, and when we are starting with an example, and then we are relating with that topic, that actually forms a very good connection, like in our brain, and that helps in retaining things for a longer time. So that's why, like these all three previous two things were very important. The third thing is generating quiz question, okay, that make them think. Like you can say that also generating assessment on different you can say that on the topics. So now I just want to explain you this thing with this example. Okay. So now you can see that, like suppose there are three students, Kritika, Harsh, and Ben. Okay. Now these students, what is happening is, like they're in the single class. And now suppose your teaching is, they are actually learning something. Okay. So now what happened? Like you need to understand one thing, the learning curve of each of the student is different. Okay. Now suppose when Harsh is starting learning the topic from here, then he will be moving to the next node, then he will be going to this one, then he will be going to this one, then he will, so it is something like the path which he is following to learn the complete session is in this way. Okay. He will be making mistakes, and that's why he will be recorrecting it, and again the path will, again you can say that, continue. Even when I'm talking about Ben is like a little bit you can say the kind of intelligent, so that you can see that Ben path is like very straightforward. He able to understand concept by concept, like in a very structured manner, and how he is actually reaching to the end. Now, when I'm talking about Kritika, so Kritika, you can see that like how she is moving, how like her understanding, like she's getting confused, she's like correcting herself, and then how she is moving like in this direction. So basically, that what is the meaning of, like every student has a different learning curve. Getting my point, everyone? So basically, that is the one thing, that is the one challenge you can say that, which every school, every college, everyone is facing, because it is not possible, because putting all student in a single class, and how can you ensure that like everyone will get the understanding, because one student will take more time, another student will take less time. So it depends. Okay, it depends like it depends upon the student level, and that is what you can say that one of the problem statement. Now, okay, if I need to repeat it again, so basically you can see that like these are the topics. Okay, so what is happening when Harsh is actually learning the topic, he will be moving from this, you can say that he's moving from this to this, then he's moving to this to this, then he's moving to this to this. So you can see that how the learning path is actually going till the end. Okay, and he might stop at this part because he, you can say that he got bored and he gave up, and all this thing happened at this point. But similarly, if you see the Ben, like how the smoothly he is actually learning. When I'm talking about Kritika, then how she is actually struggling and finally she came to this point. So that is something like how our learning journey happens. Okay. Now, what is the solution for that? Okay. So, guys, one very important thing is here, it is very important that when you are giving a session to one student, one single student, okay, whenever you used to give a session to one single student, so what happens is you used to sit with that student, and when the student is actually learning something, you used to correct that student. Hey, you are making the mistake here. Now you need to correct it. Now that student will, you can say that fix that, he will move to the next part. So when you are doing the one-on-one interaction, in one-on-one interaction, what happens? He's actually getting the, you can say that a guided support, like because the teacher is sitting for him now, and that's why he will be able to learn things very quickly because he's he got to know that where he's making the mistake, and then he's fixing it. Then he's moving to the next topic. Then he's moving to the next topic, and in the flow that finally he will be completing it. But now in the traditional classroom, you know that what happens, a teacher is there, he's teaching to multiple students, many students are there, and now that student is actually doing the homework in the, like you can say that this is like a homework which he is doing at his home. And now during that time he is actually needing the more support. During the homework actually he needs the more support. Why? Because he might be making the mistake, he needs someone who can correct him. So basically, we used to come up with the new concept that is known as flipped classroom. So basically, what flipped classroom used to say that, ki, okay, student will be learning the concept at his home, okay, using online lecture or like something, some material he will be following. And in the class, he will be solving the homework. He will be doing some activities to apply that concept. In the class is not for learning, class is like for, you can say, doing the practice of that part. Okay, because that is the most important thing. Because when he is actually sitting in the class, and when he's sitting just idle and he's listening to the teacher, you know that teacher cannot answer like all the student questions. It might be that like few student who is asking the question, teacher will be able to answer that because of the limitation that the fixed duration teacher used to get. So basically, why cannot like we use that time to do the activities? Okay, so basically what we used to say that, like even when the student is actually learning the lecture, like or using some online thing at his home, why cannot we use AI there? And it's something like when the student will learn the concept there, so at that point what will happen, it's something like AI will redirect that student to the, you can say that will ensure that like okay, he will understand that concept. Because when when the student is interacting with AI, he can ask for examples, he can ask for practice question. So basically, but AI should redirect his path from the single source to the destination, so that it will make sure that yeah, the student has understood the thing. And when the student is actually coming into the classroom, then he will be doing some activities. Okay. Okay, so one question is coming, how can we ensure we able to finish a concept and still make all students in class are able to comprehend the concept, especially in a larger class? Okay, we'll come to that point, but main point here is like we are just discussing here like from a bird eye view thing, first of all. Okay, right now, okay, I'm assuming that the student is good and he's learning at his home. Okay, he's following that plan, he's following that AI plan. And what is happening, like, and the AI is helping him to understand the concept, like whenever he's getting stuck. So basically that is something like a platform problem. Suppose if I created a platform through which, as a teacher, if I able to see the progress of all 50 students in my platform, that how many a student have started the conversation with AI. So it's something like a platform thing. So here I'm just discussing with you. Later I'm coming with you with the different tools, with different exercises. There we will see that okay, how we cannot implement it like 100%, but we'll see that. Okay, we'll see that with some exercise and all. So basically here, what I'm talking about, like when I'm talking about this flipped classroom thing. Okay. Now, the one very important thing is that means we need something which used to call as personalized learning, or you can. Okay. So basically, in personalized learning, what we need is, we need that, like suppose even if you want to learn anything, if I want to learn anything, even a student want to learn anything, then how we can use that AI thing. Okay, how we can use that AI thing. So you might remember that like in one of the previous session, we learned about that. What is that thing which we learned for prompting? What is that framework? Yes, CTRL. Okay. What is the full form of CTRL? Okay. Content, tone, role, level. Is it content or is it context? Okay. So basically context, tone, role, or level. So basically we can frame a prompt through that. And what we can do is we can basically like do that learning of that topic. So I'll just show you a demo of it. Okay. So now you can see that like, hi, this is a prompt which is written, and this is kind of a universal prompt. You can say that like, this is a generic prompt, where you need to do some tweaks. And after doing some tweaks, what we'll do is like, now AI will ensure that, okay, I need to explain you that topic. Now, for example, if I just show you the demo of this one, and this we have already experimented with large group of students. Okay, so there was a single like there was a time when we were running a GenAI batch, and there we actually experimented this like for more than 50 students, and those students already know like one of the language. And what we want is like what they were doing is like in the session they were trying to learn Python, okay, using AI only. No teachers, no one. It's just that what we were doing as an instructor is everyone has shared their screen. We were just there. There was few mentors with us, and they were just seeing all the screens like how what the students are doing. And it's something like we taught them how to use AI to learn anything. So basically here you can see the prompt. I'm a beginner, want to learn Python. I'm already familiar with JavaScript, React, and Node. I want to learn through ChatGPT conversation. Create a plan for me so that I'll get comfortable with Python. I'm inclined more towards learning through solving exercise. Do not generate call content at once. Give some content which I'll read and understand. Provide me exercise to solve, then move to next topic. And before giving me the answer, ask me any clarification for question for better clarity. Now, if I just take you to this one, this was the like same ChatGPT prompt which student were using. So you can see that like here, this was the prompt which we have given. We first given the role. Okay, we are treating the AI as a Python developer, and I'm giving my context, who I am. Like I'm a beginner, want to learn Python, but I'm familiar with this. I want to learn through ChatGPT conversation. Please create a plan for me so that I'll generate comfortable with this. And here I'm giving the instruction that do not generate all content at once. Give some content which I'll be read and understand, then provide me exercise to solve, then move to next topic. And this is before giving me the answer, ask me any clarification. Now, first it is asking me some clarification that are you familiar with basic concept of programming? Have you worked with this? Do you have any specific areas in Python? So accordingly, we have answered it. Suddenly our plan will start. Okay. Now it will give me that this is your plan. Now here I'm saying please begin. Now accordingly, what will happen? It will start giving me the content. Now, for example, what I'll do is I'll just copy this part. Okay. And I'll copy this content. Now here I'll paste it. Now same thing I have pasted here. Okay. Now suppose I'm a complete beginner. I do not know any programming language. Okay. I do not have any knowledge. So you can see that like this is the thing. Act as a Python developer. I want to learn Python and I'm already familiar with this. I'm removing this line. Okay. And here I'm just putting one line. I don't know any programming language. And here everything will remain same. We will not change anything. You can use this prompt as it is with any topic. You just need to put the expert here. You just need to put what you want to learn, and you just need to put what you are familiar with, and everything you can keep it same. So here you can see that here I'll just keep it Python only. And now when I'll just press enter, what will happen? It will be generated the content. Now suppose I am the student. Okay. Now it is asking me some clarification question. So you can see that I need to answer all of them. Like how much time you can dedicate per day or per week to learn Python. So here I'm saying that 2 hours per day. Goal, why do you want to learn Python? Okay, so I want to learn Python just to learn programming, and later I might be building some apps. Are you comfortable typing code on your keyboard, or do you prefer copy pasting or modifying code for now? Typing code on keyboard. Would you prefer in simple English or mix of English or English? So I'm saying that simple English. Are you using a laptop or do you have Python installed? Yes, I have laptop. Okay. So basically I'm saying, yes, I have laptop and Python is installed. Even if it is not installed, so I can also use a like online compiler. Okay, that's not a problem. Now you can see that, suppose. So now it is saying that we will follow this structure, learn one concept at a time, practice through small exercise, review your solution. If you want feedback, then move to the next topic. So now let's start with the topic one, concept print function. Print function is used to display output on the screen. So when you write print hello world, it print the text inside the code to the console. When you write print 42, print 3.14, okay. And now you turn, now it is saying that now it is your turn. You need to solve this type by typing in your code editor or Python shell, print your name. Now I need to print your name, okay. Print your favorite number, add a comment, and print this exactly. So basically it is giving me some exercise. So it is saying print your name. Now here, just looking at it, suppose if I am writing exactly PRINT and inside it I'm writing Varun. Okay. Now if I press enter, now let's see what will happen. Even though it is wrong, because you can see that here it is written in quotes, but intentionally as a beginner I made this mistake. So now it is saying that problem in your line, Python thinks Varun is a variable, but since we haven't defined it, it gives an error. Okay. And now it is telling me that the right answer is this. Okay. Now remember one thing, whenever I'm teaching something to the student, I told them already, you need to be like when you're learning with AI. So one very important thing is you can ask a lot of questions. So be a vast learner. Okay, be a vast learner that keep on asking question. Okay, you are the person like who used to ask like thousands of questions. Now suppose if I am writing print and here I'm saying that like why I need quotes, why I need quotes in Varun, why it is not allowed, I don't get it. Why do we need quotes for Varun? So you can say that Python thinks Varun is a variable name, like a container that holds some value. So basically here it is saying that Varun is equals to something. So it get confused saying, I don't know what Varun means. So when you write this, so Python understand, oh, this is just text called a string that is user wants to print. So, okay, give me the example with variable so that I can understand. So it is saying that, okay, in this way you can write it with name. Like when you are putting Varun inside some variable, that variable you can print. Otherwise, you cannot directly put quotes. Otherwise, it will say that, okay, so now I'm saying so, but I don't know variables. And it is confusing. Okay, so I'm acting as that student who used to take longer time to learn things. Okay, so that's why I'm keep on asking question. But don't worry, this is like this is kind of a friend like who will not get irritated, or kind of a teacher who will not get irritated even if I'm asking question like 100 times. So basically now it is saying that totally fair. So variable is like a label or container where you store something, and basic sentence is this. And if you want to print, so you can put the value here. And real life analogy is you write maths on a tag. So maths notebook equal to algebra notebook, then you can print it. And now it's saying that let's try together. So basically now one very important thing is, even now, suppose if I'm saying now I am understood, now understood, let's proceed. Okay. This I'm giving the example with the reference of Python, but with Pythons, you can replace it with any topic. Either it is a physics topic, either it is a, you can say that geography topic or history topic or any topic like of your side. Okay. Now I'm saying that now understood, let's proceed. Okay, now it will move to the next topic. And then, so the one very important thing is it will not move to the next topic until you are keep on asking question. And once you understood it, then you can ask that, you can just move to the next topic. The one thing is like, even if I've given this example with this thing, okay, now here I can say that if I just put the same thing and here I'm writing, and I want to learn magnetism. Okay, so this is a physics topic. I want to learn through chat, comfortable with mechanism topic. And now here I'm learning the physics subject. Okay. Now it is saying that what class grade level are you in? Do you know basic electricity concept? Do you prefer learning this? Do you have notebook and pen ready for solving problems by hand? The first thing is I'm at, you can say that suppose I'm at 10th grade. Or I can also say that I'm a college student. Yes, I know basic electricity concept. Or you can say that kind of. Do you prefer learning in simple English? Do you have a notebook? Yes, notebook and pen is ready. So since you are in class 1, you know a bit about prefer simple English. So you can see that concept of magnetism is a force just like gravity pulls object down. Magnets have two poles, like poles this. Now it is giving me an exercise. Okay. Now now said like sorry, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Can you tell me where where it is used in real life, or you can say that where this concept is used in real life? uh okay, now suppose if I'm writing something like this, now it will give me some example like your fridge door, speaking and earphones, magnetic compass, magnetic stickers, lock and toys. So basically the point here is I can take it to any direction. Okay, even if I'm like I'm a student of a different level, I want to learn in a different way, the another student learn in a different way. The problem, this can be solved. So when I was seeing one of the question, one person was asking that, yeah, so same prompt can be used by different learners. You do not have to change. So one question which was coming out is like how we can ensure that like many students were following that way. Okay, it might be possible that students are not following your not covering that part. So that's where we need a platform where in a single platform that will, like you can say that bound the student that okay, that student need to follow this path. And here there student need can ask many questions. But right now in ChatGPT, what happened, like even when this conversation happened, the one trick which a student can play is what is tomato, even though it doesn't, like you can say that like it doesn't comes from this topic. Okay, now but even though you can say that GPT is actually like explaining this thing. So that is where like we need a platform where there will be multiple student will be enrolling as a teacher, where I can see that okay, where student like at what level student has covered that topic, and AI will sending me the reports that okay, this topic and understood at this level. Okay, so now what you can do is you can use this prompt. For now I'm just giving you 5 minutes. Okay, So what you can do is you can just try this prompt for your own topic and just see that like how it behaves. So this is like one single prompt which we have used for learning multiple language, which we have implemented with the student. And this was the final prompt which we have come up with. And you can ask like a lot of questions, okay, during the phase, and any topic, anything you can put it here, and using this you can learn anything. Okay, this is just a single prompt which I'm sharing with you. So just please try out this thing on your side and see what happens. And I would say that like put your topic, whatever the expert, act as like the person which you are like, if it is a chemistry expert, even if it is a you can say that finance expert, okay, and what you want to learn, you need to put it here. And other thing, you can keep it same. Also here at one more place you need to check. Or you can do one thing. I'll just give you an optimized version of this prompt. So here, what I can do is I want to learn, I'll just convert this, want to learn XYZ, and I'll just replace this thing with XYZ. And in this XYZ, you can replace this thing XYZ is equals to magnetism. So you can see this. So you can just, you need to replace at this point, okay? And then you can use this. So you can, yes, you can copy this prompt. Just replace the value of XYZ to equals to. Just replace this value with anything, automatically it will take it. Okay, if you are not able to copy it, what I'm doing is I'm sharing my link. One second. Okay, if you are not able to copy, don't worry. I'm sharing the link, okay, directly, which you can use, then you can copy it from there. I've shared the link on the chat. Do not copy it, just click on the link. Just click on the link, it will open up on your browser. Now, when you have clicked the link, so this you might got this prompt, copy this prompt, okay? And if you want to learn anything, अगर आपको काला जादू भी सीखना है, तो you can write as act as काला जादू expert. I want to learn this thing, okay? And then ChatGPT will create a plan for you. So the main point here is like what you need to do is you need to open this link. You just need to copy it and then just put act as what expert, okay? What you want to learn. And then you can put your query like I'm a beginner, want to learn this. So you will find a prompt there, okay, when you open the link. Generating a map of Telangana, like here we are focusing on learning things, no? Got it? Okay. If you want to learn about project management, that is also an interesting topic. So if I am saying that, if I want to learn about act as project manager, and now what I can do is, so now first it will ask you few questions, okay? Like what your goal, and you want to learn with project. Do you have already work or academic experience? How much time can you dedicate per day? Do you prefer focusing on more on software tech project? Would you like include tools like all this thing? And then when you put all the answers accordingly, your action plan will start. Okay. So, like one interesting question, like when you said, like, I want to count the trees in a forest, which mechanism can you best suited without visiting the deep forest? So, all these kind of prompts I'll be discussing in today's session. Okay. After this part, when I'll come to the prompting part, there I'll show you like what are the prompts which you can frame in a very different way. Okay. So, just to generate the curiosity. Okay, got it, everyone? Should I move to next part? If you have tried. Okay, now I'll taking to the next part. Okay, so I told you like this is the same standard prompt which you can use, and what you can do is like you using that you can learn anything. Okay, if you are actually focused with something, and you can put also the duration that I want to learn in just 2 hours. So accordingly, the one best thing about this AI is like it will format the content according in that way only. Okay, now I just want to show you like the one very important thing is it's all depend upon your prompt, how you are writing it. So suppose here you can see that this is a prompt of a personalized tutor. Now, if you see that you are an upbeat, encouraging tutor who helps student understand concept by explaining ideas, asking student question, start by introducing yourself to the student as their AI tutor who is happy to help, and basically with any question only ask one question at a time. So you can see that this is a complete prompt written for a personalized tutor. So if I just give this prompt to the student, automatically when you'll run it, so it will act as a star because all the things which has been given here. So all the differentiated instruction like self-paced learning, okay, multiple intelligence, like subject pedagogy, everything is actually included just in this prompt. So you can call this as like when you framed a good prompt, so that prompt can be your one single app. Okay, so when you framed a good prompt, that prompt can also act. So you can frame the prompt in any way. Okay, so I'll be showing you like suppose if I just show you this. So you can see that like there is a whole prompt which is written. Okay, you are a upbeat, encouraging tutor who helps student understand concept by explaining ideas, asking student. Start by introducing yourself to the student as their AI tutor who is happy to help them with any question. Okay, now you can see that like, hi, I'm your AI tutor. I'm really excited to help you with any question you have. What would you like to learn? So now suppose if I just copy this prompt. Okay, now for now, just see this thing. Hi there, I'm your AI tutor. Now I want to understand fraction. I find denominator and numerator confusing. So now fractions can be little tricky at first, but we'll break it down together. Before we dive in, could you tell me a little bit about your learning level? Now you can see that I am a middle schooler, and accordingly it will start explaining you. The main point here is, like if I come to ChatGPT and if I am just putting it here, and when I'm pressing enter here, so now I'm your friendly, because accordingly my prompt like this is actually behaving like in this way. So now what would you like to learn about today? Okay, now I'm saying like how to make poha. Okay, just very different topic. Yes, poha is delicious, simple dish. I love you are curious about this thing. Are you a high school student or a working professional? I'm saying that college student. So have you ever made poha before or seen someone? No. Okay. So here what we will do, I'll break it down step by step. I'll ask you question along the way. So the best thing which is defined in this prompt is, this is already defined in this prompt is that like the prompt will ensure that it's something like it will not give me the paragraph kind of thing learn to read. Sometime it will become very tedious now when you are reading all, like a lot of content when the GPT is giving. Here what it is doing is it is actually flowing with me like a river. Okay. Now here's saying that now here's what we'll do. I'll break down the step by step. Let's start with the basic. So poha is this thing. Now why do you think we need to wash and soak the poha before cooking it? So every time what it is doing, it is explaining me something, asking a question. Then I'm saying that like I don't know. Okay. So it is starting with this thing like putting in water and soaking it. Okay, now it's saying that that's totally okay. Let me help you think. Poha is a dry and brittle when you bite like paper. If you try to cook it directly, it wouldn't soften or absorb flavor properly. So clean it, soften it. Now here's a small task for you. Can you imagine what the ideal texture of poha should be before cooking? So can you see that like how every time it is giving me something, then asking a question? And now that's why it is making a conversation like interesting. So this is kind of a one single prompt. If you framed that single prompt can be act as a one single app. Okay, you can also try out on your side. Okay, later I'm just sharing the link with you. I'm sharing the link with you that you can try out layers later. Okay, so this is like a you can kind of an advanced prompt which we have written. Now I'm coming to, so I was telling you that like this single prompt is not just like you can say that it is playing the role of all that expert. Okay, and which is have a subject expertise, having multiple intelligence, and the student will also follow the it's kind of a self-paced learning. Now I just want to discuss some few things like prompting for teachers. Okay, now if you just see these two images, can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? If you just see that these two images. Okay, so can you tell me like these, I just want to tell you first thing is both of the images are actually created through prompt. Both of the images, the left image and right image is actually created through prompt only. But I want to tell you that one prompt has been given by a normal person, the another prompt has been given by an expert person. So can you tell me like which prompt is actually like which one of the image has been generated by an expert prompt and which one has a generated from the normal prompt? Okay. So I'm getting this answer right-sided, right? So guys, this is the point. This is the main difference. When you are giving a prompt, okay, it doesn't mean that like it like anyone can give the prompt, even a layman. So that's why the domain knowledge is important. So the right one who is given the prompt, he's from the, you can say that from this domain of painting. Okay, and like he's a artist, and when he has given the prompt, he actually put all the details that the basically you can say that the person is drawing that flower, and the canvas is also visible, and with the color paint, with the oil color paints, there are multiple brush which are put on the, you can say that on this glass, and the, you can say that the person who is drawing, she is completely visible. right now on the left side, when the same another person, the general person has given this prompt, he hasn't put the details, because it all depends upon how much domain knowledge you have. So that's why accordingly there is a difference. You can see that. So even though you can also give a prompt, but remember one thing, before giving the prompt, domain knowledge is very important. You need to be good at that skill or good at that part. Then only you will be able to make AI to do, you can say that, brilliant things for you. Okay. So that is one thing which you need to understand. Like that is a core difference when we used to talk about prompting. Now I just want to show you few things, like when we talk about like how we can, what are the different kind of prompts which we can use in our classrooms, okay, which you can use in our classroom, like for your preparation for the students and all this thing. So I have actually, so I have like some those kind of topics which I want to share with you. Okay, so you can see that like the first one is write a list of 25 creative and interesting ideas to introduce topic I can use in my classroom. They should be highly relevant and fun for Gen Z students. Now, suppose if I come to this part, if I come to this part, if I come here, and now what I'll do is, now if I just paste it here, and now interesting ideas to introduce which topic, what do you think? Like I want to take the topic from your domain. So tell me which topic I should do. So I can use in my classroom. Okay. Now chemistry is like a broad thing. I'm talking about any topic. Okay, let's talk about processors, right? So I got from the chat like processors. Okay, now suppose I want to this thing. Now if I enter it, now let's see. Here is a list of 25 interactive and fun ways to introduce the concept of processor. So among us, CPU edition, student roles as ALU, CPU escape rooms, create puzzle based on processor components, pop culture. Okay, Netflix analogy, composite streaming a show how the CPU process instruction. Okay, and TikTok trend skit, Instagram's reels analogy. So now suppose if I'm saying that, like, what is this analogy? Elaborate this. So here you can see that we are getting 25 ideas, like all these ideas. Now suppose if I want to elaborate this. Now suppose if I am saying that elaborate this. So core concept it is giving me the explanation. Okay, learning outcome and everything. The main point is like you can use it for idea generation. Okay, so that was the first prompt which I was showing you. The next prompt which I want to show you is like, if you try, this is a prompt of acid and bases. Okay, now suppose if I am just giving this prompt, if I am coming to GPT and if I am saying that like explain acid and bases. Now what you will do is you will get some like explanation here. Okay, so this is like a simple explanation of acids and bases which we are getting. Now, after getting this thing, like, okay, it is giving me the more explanation. Now, second prompt, if you see that, if you put this thing, explain acid basis for a 11-year-old. If you give more context to it, then accordingly, it will frame the answer for it. Now, when you will give more prompted, explain acid and basis for a 11-old year studying in CBSE board in India, add some examples from the kitchen. Then you will get more things on it. Okay, so suppose if I just put this prompt, the second prompt, I'll put it this way. Okay, keeping in mind that that is a CBSE board student, like I'm just keeping on adding the extra information. Now, accordingly, what it will do, it will just give me the explanation with the kitchen example. Okay. So basically here you can see that there are some kitchen example I got. Now, suppose if I'm just write a funny poem on acid and bases. So in all the prompt, it will give me a different output. Why? Because it all depends upon the what is the context which you are actually adding to that thing. So try to understand one thing. Whenever you are adding any topic, with that topic, what the extra thing you are adding, that will define your output. Okay. Now, if I come to the next one, suggest a story to introduce multiplication to grade 3. Suggest a story to introduce a multiplication to grade 3. So suppose if I am writing suggest a story to introduce multiplication to grade 3. So accordingly, you can see that once upon a time in a quiet garden. So it is actually giving me a complete story, which the teacher from that class can use it. So I'm just showing you wide varieties of example. The reason for that is it will just open up you. It might be possible that you're not from that class. You might be from college or somewhere, but it is just to give you an example. What are the top 5 misconception student of? Now, suppose if I'm just giving a question from programming, top 5 misconception of student of grade 9 coding might have about this concept, variables. So now it will give me all the example. A variable is just a fixed number. Variable must be a single letter. So this is from the programming domain, or you can put it something like any topic here. Okay. Now here, and always remember one thing, you can think of prompting as writing a notes. Okay. So you can, even with your prompt, if you're writing a good prompt, using that prompt, you can also write a complete, basically form a notes for it. So suppose if I'm just showing you. So now you can see that write me an interactive lesson plan with minimal teacher preparation. The lesson topic is radioactive decay and the audience is 10th grade earth science class. This lesson should address is develop models to illustrate the change in the composition of nucleus of atom. The lesson should be a 45 minutes long, outline the warm-up activities, closing as we will provide exit ticket question. I can use an assessment at the end of the lesson. So you can say that this single prompt can act as your creating a complete curriculum. You can say that complete lecture notes for you. Now, suppose if I'm writing it, now here is a 45-minute session plan, which you can use it. And then it actually ensure all these things, which I have mentioned in this one. So now you can see that like it is giving me creating the whole plan for me, how I will be delivering the session. Okay. So you can see that like how you can start your session. Atoms are made of protons, neutrons. Then you can give an activity. So this is kind of a structured lecture thing, which it is creating for me. Getting it? Like how I can define the prompt in different ways. I'm just showing you the variety of prompts. Now, the next one is when you are asking the student suggests hands-on activities for grade 5 student for unit and measurement. So suppose I want to give an activity like for a grade 5 student to like for the topic units and measurement. So what I can say that like so now student need to measure their height using hand span, foot step, and then with a measuring tape. So basically record all these values and compare. So this is a kind of activity which we are giving to the grade 5 student, and we are telling that you cannot use any kind of measurement to do this. So this is like something like different kind of exercise which we can give to this. You can just change the like okay when you're asking what about the post grads, so I'm saying that the prompt will remain the same. You just need to put the topic college level, like what is the level of the student, master's student in mechanical, okay, and with the topic name, and automatically the prompt will work. So this is just, do not think in this way, this is just a framework. जैसे खांचा होता है ना कुछ बनाने के लिए, this is just a framework. In this framework, you just need to change the, you can say that level. Okay, even if it is a master's level, even it is a bachelor's level. And then for that, you just need to put the topic name here and things will work for you. Now here you can see that ask your student to write a short argument to support the statement we saw only one side of the moon. The argument should be one of the paragraph long and should include any one piece of advice. Please give us 3 example of what the student might write. That call top quality, once that average, and once that poor quality. So basically this is a prompt where we are asking to a student to write a short argument to support the statement. Okay, so this is kind of like another prompt, okay, where we are actually framing the sentence in this way. So if I just, it's all about framing the prompt, how you are framing the prompt, and it will give you the answer. So basically, this is the answer from a grade A, top quality, grade C. Grade. We only see one side of the moon because sun is too bright. The other side is not real. So basically, 3 kinds of student is answering the same question. That we only see one side of the moon. So everyone need to give the argument and each of the student is actually giving it. So what was the answer? What was a different answer which we will be getting? Now, student are just now, you can say that student are just now completing their topic name you need to put here. Write 5 reflection question that can complete to help them reflect on their achievement and growth areas. So basically here, you can just use this prompt, you can put the topic name, and then you can just ask 5 reflection question. Okay. The another one is, what if the nuclear bomb was not dropped on Japan? So this was a question which we are asking. So maybe like it is something like a different kind of a class where we are just asking what if the nuclear bomb was not dropped on Japan during World War II. So what might have happened? So you can then ask the student like what they have answer for that. Okay. It depends like if it is a history class. So then it has actually given you what might have happened instead. So accordingly, it will give you the answer. Okay. So in that case, so a number round off to 25, what could be the number? If you round off a number 25, then what could be the number? So now if you are asking these kind of tricky questions, so what happened with these tricky questions, student mind used to, it's something like they also used to get think. Remember one thing, the one very important thing is during the session is when you are asking like intentionally some tricky question to the student which made him think. Okay. And that will like it's something like he will start, you can say then that is only the point where the curiosity will start. Now suppose if I'm saying that a number round off to 25, what could be the number? So if a number is round off, it means the actual number is close to 25, but not exactly 25. So basically assuming we are rounded, so accordingly it will give me the answer. So example of possible numbers are these. So these are just tricky questions, okay, which you can form for your subject. Give me 5 open-ended questions for grade 5 edition. Up here, you can also give the open-ended question for master's level, for PhD level. But the main point here is you just need to change the class here. Like what is the grade? Right now I'm putting grade 5, you can put master's also. Okay, everything will work. Now, so basically this is another like MCQ question title. This is also another one where you can write one task for each 3 level, beginner, intermediate, and so it is here we are creating this task for student. Okay, and to where student need to present argument using evidence to support that gravitation interaction are attractive and depend on the mass interacting objects. So basically here I'm creating the task for student. So basically here I'm creating 3 assessment questions. So this is like a beginner level. Okay. And here I'm actually the same topic, gravity. I'm checking the student in 3 different levels by asking 3 different level of questions. So you can see that like this is like one beginner level question, intermediate level question, and advanced level question, just to check the understanding of the student at different levels. Okay. So now this is the way, and these kind of different problem types which you can create, open-ended, more like goal-free problem, same surface, different depth, maths problems. All this thing you can create out of it. Okay, understood, everyone? Understood? Don't worry, you will get the notes. In the notes, you will find you will get these prompts. And the main point here is like the understanding that how we can like as a like for teachers how we can use it in a different manner. Okay, to it's the main purpose is just to increase the curiosity in the student and automatically things will go on its own. Okay, now I just want to talk about some AI tools which are actually doing this thing. Okay, the first tool which I want to talk about here is that is about Khan Migo. Okay, how many of you know about Khan Migo? How many of you know that uh, Khan Migo? Okay. So this is actually, you can say that AI tool, like which they have created 2 years back by, you can say that by Khan Academy. Okay. And the main thing about this, you can say that that app is kind of a giving a personalized tutoring. Okay. And whenever a student is actually interacting with that AI tutor, it will something like what it will do is it will help the student, like not giving directly the answer, but help in telling the answer. It's something like giving the direction. So I just want to show you 1 second. Give me 1 second. So there was a demo which is done by the. So 1 second. So I'll just show you the.
Everyone, Sal here, and I wanted to show you an in-depth demo of the new AI that we have happening throughout Khan Academy. And what you're going to see is that it exists in two ways. One is helping students and learners and teachers with many of the things that people are already familiar with Khan Academy. And as we'll see, also introducing a whole new series of activities that you can now do with the artificial intelligence. So what we see here is a classic Khan Academy exercise, but you notice there's this little bot here. So we could click on that. I'm here to help you with this exercise. Here are a few ideas or things that you can ask me, and you could ask any of those things. But I think what's really interesting is its ability to be a thoughtful tutor. So if I just say, tell me the answer, with an exclamation mark, I'm very entitled here. Oh, I see you're eager to find the answer, but remember, I'm here to help you learn how to solve it on your own. Let's start by looking at the equation. What do you think the first step should be? So notice, it's really doing what you would expect a good tutor to be. And let me actually do a mistake here. So let's do 3 minus, this is a common mistake when distributing, only multiplying it times the first term, minus 18 plus 2m is equal to m. It says, oops, it looks like there's a small mistake when you distributed the -2 inside the parentheses. Put an upside down smiley face. Make sure you distribute the -2 to both terms in the parentheses. The correct distribution would be this. Try again and let me know if you need help. You got this. And then if I were to write 3 minus 18 minus 4m is equal to m. Great job. You distributed the -2 correctly this time. Now you have the following. What do you think the next step should be to solve for m? So as you can tell, this is really doing what we think a really thoughtful tutor would do. And this doesn't just work in math. This works across all subjects that Khan Academy has. Now, it's not just exercises.
So guys, I hope now you got an understanding. So this Khan Migo is, and this was a video from they have actually created 2 years back. Okay, and now Khan Migo has evolved a lot. Now it adopted by schools, colleges, at different places. Okay, and the AI has improved a lot, and people are actually using it to learn things. Okay, because the main Khan Migo is trained on that thing is it will never give you the answer. And as an instructor, I think you can also ensure that how much things which a student has covered. So basically there is an exercise, there is a chatbot system, and things are working there. Okay, I think I don't know, I think it is not available in India, but it's but I'm just telling you how it is actually changing this kind of an industry. The next thing I want to tell you about this question well. Okay, I just want to tell you about this question well, this AI tool. And using this tool, what you can do is you can say that as a teacher, you can create the questions. So you can see that here, this is the detail it is given. And now you can see this here, you can just put what are the number of questions you want to generate. I want to generate 10 questions. What kind of a question? I'm saying multiple choice and short answer. So for now, I'm just putting multiple and questions about what? Okay. So suppose if I'm saying that class 10th trigonometry, okay, class 10th trigonometry question I want to ask. Now, in English, and what is the grade? So basically here I can put the grade. So here I can just put the trigonometry. Now here it is asking me that from where, which is a link you want to follow? What is the context? What is the data? So for that, what I'll do is, I'll use a video. 1 second. For that, I'll use a video. One second. So I'll come to this YouTube video.
I canceled my Midjourney subscription because this AI does everything I need for one-time cost. Let me show you.
1 second.
Let's see क्या हाल चाल है सब ये
So
नहीं
basically,
रहेगा
I selected this random video from YouTube, okay? And this is from trigonometry. And what I did is I actually copied the link. And this link, what I did is I will actually put it here. So I'm putting it in the YouTube. So here I put this YouTube link. I'm saying that, okay, search. What it will do, it will use the transcript here, okay? And it will take it as a content, okay? And you can also give not just video, you can also give a doc link, you can also give your PDF, you can also give your PPT, anything you can submit here. So it is not only about the video, you can also give file doc, you can give a website, you can give a text, anything you can give it, and automatically it will take the context from there. And what is your learning outcomes? So basically learning outcomes is like, suppose if I am just putting the learning outcomes here, I want, 1 second. So learning outcomes here is like what I want to achieve through this. So basically here I'm saying that like I'm just copy pasting any random 3 learning outcomes, understanding the concept of trigonometry and identifying the side, recall, use the standard trigonometry ratios. Now when I'm saying done and when I click on generate question, so it will be generating questions from me, like from that video, okay, using as a content. The second part is focusing on the learning outcomes, which I have put it there, and taking up the like and creating the question at that level. Like here I put no, the 10th grade and whatever it is, and in which format. Accordingly, what it will do is it will generate the quiz questions for me. So now if you have your PDF, if you have your notes, if you have your, you can say the documents, you can upload directly here. You can put the learning outcome. I want to test the student on gravitation, friction, any topic. Automatically it will generate the code for you. Now you can say that it will generate the like that content for you, okay, like the quiz for you. So let's just, okay, so meanwhile uh, it is actually running. So what I'll do is I'll take you to the next platform. So the next one is, I just want to tell you about this Defeat. Okay, this is like a similar platform which used to take YouTube link, books. You can also give a text or PDF, and accordingly you can frame the, basically what you can do is you can create your resources. It's something like it will generate a note for you, okay, and you can upload anything here. And the main point here is like it is just that you need to put the content, you need to put the link, and accordingly it will generate the resources for you. So this is like, you can say that like it is actually taking the multiple sources, books, literally anything, and like generating things for you. Right now, I'm not using it. You can try it out, okay, later, just because of the less time. Now, next thing I want to show you about is that I want to tell you that like there is a well-engineered prompt equal to mini app. So you need to understand one thing I told you already. When you created a very good app, you can say that prompt. When you created a very good prompt, that good prompt can also be act as your app. Okay. And now I just want to show you one experiment. So this is the prompt which we actually created. And this is the prompt, sorry, this is the prompt which we created for the personal interview. So this is the AI interviewer prompt. And what this prompt will does is when you start this prompt, it will take your interview on some development. You can say that as a developer, for the position of developer. So I just want to show you the video. So this we have tested with like many students, and this I just want to show you like how student is actually taking the interview. And this was around like, you can say that 1 year back.
Apologies for the Apologies for the confusion. Let's focus on questions related to your skills in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Q1. In HTML development.
block element which is used to wrap the element in a container, and it is mostly used to create a container or a box. The use
Okay, so just one thing I want to tell you here is like what about this AI interviewer? It will also give the complete detailed feedback. And basically on you can see that subject matter
L is a block level.
it is giving me that like 7 out of 10 communication skill is all this thing. So that's why I was telling you that like you can also, if you are writing a mini prompt, that prompt can also act as your app. Okay, and which we have also already tried with a lot of students. And these were the questions which created by the quiz. So you can see that using an AI. So guys, that's all. I hope now you got an understanding like how we can use this. So in the notes only, you will get the prompts and all. And this will help you. And in your, you can say that in your work when you are creating teaching material and all. So yeah, that's all about it. Yeah, over to you, Aman.
Thank you, Varun. Thank you so much for taking this another interesting and very exciting session. How was the session? And let me ask these questions to all the change makers, those who are available on the call, on this call. So can you please let me know on the chat how was the session? Very useful. Thank you. Great, excellent, very nice. Got it. It's an exciting session. Great. So guys, it's not over as we have discussed in the past also. This is just the fifth session. We have three more exciting sessions on the AI coming up this week and the next week, and that will complete this whole FDP program organized by iHub IIT Patna. And as we have discussed before, we talk to the going to the attendance part, as we have discussed that it's not, the mission will not get completed if we just help the faculty members in getting AI ready. The whole mission will be completed when not just the faculty members, but the students can also start using the AI and can start their career in this latest field, AI, machine learning, and data science. And that is why IIT Patna, I have started something beautiful, something very exciting for the student. For the very first time, this is happening, that IIT is launching an online program for the students where student can enroll into that program without any test like JEE. There will be a test, but not like a JEE or GATE kind of exam, and student can enroll into that program. And thanks to IIT Patna iHub for launching this 9-month program for students, for any students of any background, no matter whether they're a computer science student, no matter they're an art student, no matter they are doing learning law, no matter they are learning nursing, for whichever background they are coming from, for all the students, IIT Patna has launched a 9-month full-fledged program where they are going to teach everything from the scratch, zero level. IIT faculty members, professors are going to teach the students. So but before I will talk more about it, I need to understand from your side, how many of you think that this will be an exciting thing for your student? Yeah, this is mostly for the student, for the focused on the student. We have IIT Patna has launched this part. 100% yes, definitely. Okay. Now I'll give you just a little bit brief about the program, and I will share all the details of the programs on your respective WhatsApp and your mail also. It's a 9-month program where IIT faculties are going to train them in 3 semesters, 3 trimesters actually, of 3 months each, where first semester will be focused on Python and mathematics, the fundamental needed to learn the AI and machine learning. And then we will go into the concept of machine learning. And finally, we will go into the depth concept of neural network and artificial intelligence. Every semester, they will be having projects where they are going to create something like prediction modeling, where they are going to have the projects like recommendation, matchmaking, or how to automate the process, how to automate the sales process, for example, customer support service of Swiggy, or how to build an application like Myntra, where you can recommend, or a Netflix recommendation, or how to do the matchmaking of Uber, where a customer is getting matched with the driver. So they are going to train them, and they are going to build these kind of projects directly by the IIT faculties. Once they complete, they will also get a chance to visit IIT Patna campus. They can go there, stay there for 2 to 3 days, and that will be again another exciting opportunity for all the students. Right. In this particular, once this program will be completed, they will get a certification from IIT Patna iHub directly, and also the placement assistance for all the students who got 7 CGP and above in this particular program. They will get placement assistance also. Companies will come that is not just going to solve the skill part, but also going to solve the employability part for the students. Now I need to understand, is it exciting out of 10? How much excited all the faculty members are to nominate your students? Because one good thing is, for all the people who are involved here and those who are going to get the FDP certificate by IIT Patna, they are getting this chance to nominate their students and these students can enroll into this program, and not just they will get direct entry into the program, no qualification test for your students, but second thing is they will also get 20% scholarship because of you to enroll into this program. As I mentioned, the program fees is going to be 55,000 rupees plus taxes, that is roughly 65,000, but they will get it around 45,000 rupees plus taxes. So this is one thing at a program subsidized. You all can understand why IIT is providing the subsidized rate, thanks to Government of India. Because of that, IIT is providing 9-month program at this particular price, where the student can not just learn the AI, but can also start their career. Students who will be there in their first year, second year, they will get internship opportunities, and student who will be there in final year will directly get the placement opportunity. Now, the next step, as I mentioned, and this thing we are talking from the day one, the concept of change maker. And today is the time when you have taken the first step while joining this particular FDP program, and you become the change maker. But now it's our duty, our responsibility to nominate our students who we think can be beneficial through this program of 9 months, and students who are also financially good, so that they can manage this program and they can just simply focus on the learning part. So this is my request to you, to all of you, to become the change maker and nominate your students. And what some extra things which, apart from this FDP, what we are going to get once we nominate. So we are going to select 50 faculty members from this group, 50 faculty members who will get some different kind of perks apart from this FDP. First is definitely they will be part of other FDP programs which will be run with the Association of IIT Patna and other IITs with Masai School. Then we are also going to plan 1 week fully funded residential program at IITs. So that is another perk, which fully funded residential training program of 1 week that will be provided to you. AI Changemaker recognition speaker opportunities. There are so many conclave. There are speaking opportunities where you will be nominated and you will be visiting those as a guest speaker. And when this program will be launched on an official media, so yes, definitely your name are going to be there. You will also get a chance to meet different IT faculties, and the recommendation also, there's a chance that they can recommend you for the projects, and you all can get a chance to work directly with the IT faculties on the live projects that they are working. So some of the perks which can benefit you, but the most important thing is why you should do this part is very, very simple and very important. To help our student in becoming AI ready, to help our student that India is lagging really, really behind in this field of AI. But now it is the chance when IITs are taking the first step, you guys are taking the first step, and where our students should take this step, right? So it's very simple. If you think you know some student who can learn for the next 9-month online program, all the classes will be live, like these sessions that we are taking. After that, all the recordings will be provided to the students so that they can anytime watch them. All the classes will happen in the evening time, so it will not clash with any of their current curriculum, right? They will get separate lectures, separate doubt discussion sessions, and the practical classes. So it's the same learning, like from IIT Kanpur, at the same, I have learned things, but just the difference between I learned in a physical manner. But here, the same kind of learning is going to be in online manner. And the best part is they will always have those recordings so that they can anytime revisit them for their doubt discussion. So this is the overall program of 9-month launched by IIT Patna with a single vision to help student with becoming AI ready. And some perks which IITs are happy to give to all our change maker is, as I mentioned earlier, right now also, FDP programs, residential programs, speaking opportunity, recommendation opportunity. all these and honorary chair opportunities, all these nominations and recommendations and the FDP will be something which we as a community can provide to all the faculty members which who are available here. Now it's a very simple step. As we have discussed that how to, next question will be how to nominate. So we will be sharing one form on your again personal mail ID where I will be sharing three things. One is the details of the programs, another will be the brochure, and the last thing will be a form where you can ask your student to fill that form. Again, if they are 100% sure that they want to go for the program and they can financially manage this program, then only you should recommend them. And if once they fill the form, then the next week we will do counseling for all the students, and then we will select or reject the student based on their interest. We will only take the student if they are fully aware about the program and if they really wants to learn AI and ML, because only you can understand that we only want the student those who can dedicatedly give their time and who can learn from IIT faculties. So this is the program. We will share this detail to all of you. The only question is, do you want to become the AI change maker? And with that, let me launch the poll also. And if there's any questions, you can ask on the chat also. This is the feedback poll. Again, it will count as an attendance also, where you have to give your name, email ID, your phone number. Please mention the right WhatsApp number, right? And then how was the session today? Do you want to become the change maker? And if yes, that how many students do you want to nominate? The maximum nomination any faculty can make is 25. Any faculty can make the nomination of maximum 25 students, and out of which, let's see how many will get selected. Yeah, they all will get certificate directly from the IIT Patna iHub. Yes, and the eligibility, there is no eligibility, sir. As I mentioned, 12th pass is the eligibility. So no matter which branch, which school students belongs to, anyone who is in the college right now are eligible. Basically, your students, those who you think that yes, this is a student who, if they can learn from IIT faculty and get the brand name of IIT and can have some projects in AIML, this can change the future of that student. Please nominate those students who really need it, deserve it. Because after your nominations, we will not ask them for any test. It will be simply a simple round counseling where we are basically are going to understand more about the student, whether they are eligible for the program or whether they will be ready to give their 100% in the program or not. If the answer is yes, they will be selected, and then they will go with the rest of the process. As I mentioned again, sir, what's the fee structure? Sir, the fee structure is very simple. The fee structure is going to be 55,000 plus taxes, roughly 65,000. But after your discount, the fee structure is going to be roughly 52,000. That is 45,000 plus taxes. They don't have to pay in one time. They will always get EMI options, right? And they can also pay in one time. It's up to them. There is no age limit on that on NMM. So yes. And what we are going to do is we're also going to provide the LMS access to all the change maker. So they can also watch all the sessions of the AI directly. If they want to learn AI from the scratch level, they will also get the LMS access credentials so that they can anytime look what their students are learning. That is also we are basically going to do. So we have shared the poll on your, basically you can see the feedback poll. This is also your attendance, right? Basic questions only we are asking, but yes, 25 is the maximum nomination that you ask your student to fill. After that, we need to check with the IIT that whether they will be interested in taking so many students from one college actually. So what the idea is very simple. We want to create a diverse community of the students where students from a different part of the country can come and different caliber can come, right? So that then again, they can spread the word in a much better way. No, sir. As I mentioned, this will not affect their current semester because all the classes are going to happen in the live night time from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. They can easily manage this part. 10 hours of the commitment per week will be required. And as we all know, college students, how much time they have. This is the age where they have the most amount of time for, and if instead of wasting that, if they get the right direction, it can really help them. And no matter if they're in first year, second year, third year, or fourth year, it will be great for any of them. If you want to nominate someone from not from the college, yes, I would definitely we will take them. If someone is doing job, they can also participate in this. It's up to you, whosoever you want to nominate. My first choice will be student, but if you have anyone in your community, if you want to nominate them, simply we will share the form with you. on your community also, on the DM also, and on your mail also. From that, you can pick it and you can basically share that to all the students. So we have shared the feedback poll. You can take this. And self nomination, is that possible? So you can nominate, obviously, you can nominate. But as I mentioned that we are already going to provide you the LMS credential. So for that course, so that you can check the course details directly. All the lectures will be accessible to all the people who are going to become the AI change maker. Right, sir? So we will send this to your mail ID and to your WhatsApp number. That's why please fill the feedback poll. If you're not able to see the feedback poll, then please, we have shared one form. You can always fill the form. Both the things will be counted as your attendance, and that will give us a fair idea that whether you want to become a change maker, and if you want to become a change maker, then let's see that how you can help the student and how many students you want to nominate, right? As I'm again mentioning this part, please nominate those who you think can get the best benefit and can financially, it is suitable for them financially also, right? And second most important thing is there's no criteria on the eligibility. So first year students are also eligible, second year also, third year also, final year also. Students, the earlier they will learn things, the better they can do, the more practice they can do, and better jobs and better development basically they can do. That is the whole hope. It's not like you just have to nominate the students for the final year. We can nominate first year, second year, third year, and any students. Right, sir. Course fees, I'll again, let me tell you again, the course fees right now, if I include all the taxes and all, it's 65,000. But because if you nominate someone, they don't have to give the test. Also, they will get 20% scholarship because of you and your participation in this FDP. That will be their, again, their chance to get the 20% scholarship, only if they will be recommended by the people who are available on this call. Right. So the course is IIT Patna is offering. Let me show you the website also. Let me share my screen and show you the website once again. Okay, just give me a chance. Yeah. So this is the official website. I will share the link. You will all get the link. Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning by IIT Patna, 9-month duration. 11th of June, we are going to start the classes, 8 to 10 hours of weekly commitment. Right. So you can see students have to register and then have to give the test, but now they don't have to do. If they will be recommended by you, then it will be very simple. We are going to share you the form where you can ask your students to fill it. If they fill it, their nomination will be there. In the form, we will be asking, please ask them to mention your name. If they mention your name, then only your nomination will be counted. So that is something which we are going to do, right? It's so directly they can come, and it's like 9-month program where we have make sure that everything will be taught from the zero level. They don't have to, we are not expecting them to know anything. We will be helping them, every single student like this, that they will be learning mathematics, Python from the zero level, right? Can a class 7th or 8th student can do this program? No, no sir, Vivek sir. I wish, but right now IIT Patna has not offered that part. So minimum 12th pass is the criteria that they have put. So please nominate those who have cleared the 12th pass, right? Payment, yes, Nana ma'am, they can pay in one time also, and they can pay in, you can say they can pay in 9-month EMIs also. Both the options will be there. Yes, Dinesh sir, if I can be a part of this, then how much? Again, sir, same price we can offer to you. If you nominate yourself, then yes, the same price range will be for you. It is for UG, PG, any students, those who wants to go for it. Yes, if the student complete the BTech, yes, they are eligible. As I mentioned, the only eligibility is 12th pass. Right. So you will get we will share all the details on your mail, WhatsApp, and the community, all three. NRI grade, yes, and grade 9 student can be nominated. I'm not getting it, Uma ma'am. Any group concession? No, sir. Mohan sir, it is fixed price by IIT Patna, so nothing else apart from this. And yes, this is the feedback poll. Please make sure you have filled the feedback poll. If not, then you can always, we have shared the link, Google form link, then you can fill this. If you don't have any doubt, we are done with the session. Thank you so much for again attending this session. The next session is going to happen on Thursday, 2:30. Make sure you all attend that. If things are going good, please do attend that. And make sure that last date to fill the nomination is Sunday. So make sure by this week you figure out who do you want to recommend. And if you don't have anyone to recommend, then you can float it to all the students, those who are available, those who are in your connection. Difficulty level of the course, ma'am, course will start from 0 level, as I mentioned. But yeah, definitely it will go to a level where student will be able to crack jobs. The purpose of this program is skilled and employability. Simple as that. It is totally job oriented program, job focused program. So things will be taught from a perspective of job. So website link and this brochure I will share you on your mail. Yes, ma'am, you can nominate them. Is it compulsory that we have to nominate? No, Chitra ma'am, this is not compulsory. If you think someone is there, if you want to become the change maker, if you want to get some of the perks that we have mentioned, definitely you can do that part. Otherwise, there is no mandatory for anyone. I want this, like this thing should come from within. If you think that you can help a student, definitely go for it. Course will start on 11th of June. Yes, Shruti ma'am, definitely we will share the details over the mail also. EMI means ma'am monthly payment they can do. Yes, ma'am, Divya ma'am, MB student also you can nominate. Exams will be online. Yes, the last exam will be offline, but in different cities, so that mostly they don't have to travel much. Quite fees, course fees is quite nominal. Yes, ma'am, Nidhi ma'am, that is the purpose of IT. That's why IT Patna has launched this part. Another, ma'am, as you can see, students who, if they want to get a chance to learn from IT faculties, and definitely getting the placement assistance. Yes, definitely a student who is already doing BTech in CSE or already learning machine learning, for them also things will be very, very helpful. Because it's going to be totally practical program, project-based program. That is all. How can you get the recording of the ongoing program? Sir, we are sharing all the recordings on the WhatsApp community. Yes, sir. As I mentioned, 20% discount will be there. Yes, sir. Bhashu, sir. IT Patna IAB is going to give the certificate. No, Hina ma'am. For this FDP, only attendance is the criteria to get the certificate. All the students who have cleared the 12th pass are eligible, no matter they are doing BSc, BA, BCom, they are doing chemical, they are doing learning mechanical or electrical or computer science. For every student, they are eligible. As I can talk about myself, I have learned material science from IIT Kanpur, but I started my career as a data scientist for Citibank. So learning, as we all know, skill anyone can learn. It's just zeal should be there and resources should be there. And now we are providing the resources. If you know someone who have the right zeal, please nominate them. Yes, sir. I'm done with the session. If you don't have any doubts, you can leave. If you just fill the feedback poll, you all can leave the sessions. This is an online program, so there won't be any issue with the attendance and everything. The job profile, another ma'am, is going to be data scientist or AI engineer, machine learning engineer, AI analyst. So many roles they can do. Another one, this is going to be a certificate program by IIT Patna. If you are not able to fill the feedback poll, please fill the Google form. Sure. Thank you, Sanjeev, sir. A very good evening. Yes. So now I'll ask my colleague Shlok to join here. So I'm done. And in the last 5 minutes, we will close. If you have anything, Shlok will help you out.
Thanks a lot, Aman, for the wonderful session. And also, I hope everybody was able to learn a lot through Varun's insight. And also, through Aman's insight, we are able to understand how you all can become AI change maker and how you can equip your students with the current knowledge of AI and also product management. So I hope everybody has filled the feedback poll. If you're not able to fill the feedback poll, I have mentioned the Google form in the chat section. I'm again putting the Google form for all of you in case you have not filled the poll. So you can access it from there. Okay. So I'll again like to reiterate about this. who like people who are interested in becoming the AI change maker, we will be sending you personalized messages with the student nomination form link, the website link, and the brochure, so that you can make your students understand about these programs in details and how they will be able to take the benefit of these things. Okay. Moreover, I'll also be keeping the contact information of our support email ID as well as my own contact number, so that you can reach out, and in case you have any queries, I'll be able to help you out in detail. Okay. So these particular kind of sessions are organized in order to make all of you, equipped with the knowledge of AI. And since I have IIT Patna wants to do that with professors, they also wanted to do the same with the students also. So as you all have only mentioned that, yes, it is something that the students will also be take a lot of benefit from. So we have requested you to help us on the same thing. Okay. So IIT Patna professors will be teaching the students on the topics like product management and agentic AI. And the students will be able to learn the core concepts, take the certification from the IIT, and also take the placement opportunities on the same. So this is the entire overview of these programs. And this is how you, not only you, but also your students will be able to take the next step in the field of AI. So this is the entire overview of this particular program. And I hope all of you have filled the poll or the Google form. In case you haven't, kindly complete it so that we can end this session. In case you have any doubts or queries, so quickly ask it in the chat section. Naina ma'am is saying that she's not able to join the WhatsApp group. Okay. So she has mentioned her WhatsApp number also. So no worries, ma'am. I'll request Mr. Mohammad Raza to send you a WhatsApp message right now, so that you'll be able to have the link of that particular group and you'll be able to join it. So Raza, I request you to kindly drop a message to Naina ma'am so that we are able to make her join the WhatsApp group. Okay. Raza, once you have sent the message, kindly message me so that I am also updated with the same. In case anybody else is facing the same issue, mention that in the chat section so that we can help you out. In the last session also, a lot of professors mentioned about it. We have personally messaged them, and in case some of them are missed out, we will do that in this session. So kindly mention your name and contact number if you are not able to join the WhatsApp group. Okay, this is the thing. Any other queries, any doubts anybody is facing? People who want to join the WhatsApp group, if they haven't been able to join the WhatsApp community, kindly mention your name and WhatsApp number in the chat and we'll be able to help you out in case you have not been able to join the WhatsApp community. Moreover, Raza, I'll request you to kindly drop the link of the WhatsApp community in the chat section so that people who have not yet joined the community can join it. If you have already joined it, then no worries, no need to join it again. If you haven't been able to join it, then kindly join that. Okay. So Raza, kindly drop the link for this particular thing, the WhatsApp community, and also kindly message Naina ma'am for the same. Okay. The last date for recommending your students is this Sunday, 1st of June. So before that, kindly make sure that you have recommended your students, nominated the students, so that even we can connect with them. The IIT Patna counseling can happen. All those things can take place and we are able to get through this particular entire process. Okay. This is something that is a very critical step in the life of these students and their careers. So this is something that, they will appreciate if you are able to take those students forward who you think can take the maximum benefit out of such programs. Okay. Learning from IIT faculties, getting that kind of exposure is not something that all the students are able to get in their life. So now if they are having such kind of opportunity, it is something that we will also appreciate if you can, take this particular moment to help these students. Okay. And also, I think, through these sessions that we are organizing, you also are able to learn a lot. And, with these kind of platforms that are being introduced to you, the kind of content that we are presenting you, I hope you all are able to drive some change in your life as well, especially in the field of AI. Okay. So the thing that we were mentioning, that you are AI change makers, I am hoping that through our sessions, through our efforts, that particular AI change maker thing is we are able to drive it in your lives also. Okay. This group of community is showing full, so still unable to join. Okay, no worries, ma'am. just drop. You have already dropped in your phone number. I guess there's one issue that we have identified. When we drop the WhatsApp community link, a lot of people are joining at the same time. So that's why somebody might get this particular message that it is full or you are not able to join. Maybe this kind of issue is there. So we'll identify the issue and we'll again help you out with the same. Okay, no worries on that. There is a limit on the WhatsApp group, and I think that particular limit has been reached because a lot of faculties are connected. So we'll make another WhatsApp community just for the communication part, and we'll help you out with the same. No worries on that. Any other queries, any doubts you guys have, please ask. I'm here to help you out. Feedback form, ma'am, I have already shared the feedback form, but I'll share it again. In case you have already filled the poll, you don't need to fill this Google form. Only people who are not able to fill the session feedback poll, they can fill the Google form. No need to fill poll as well as the Google form. Fees and last date of registration, as I already told, ma'am, you can nominate your students before this Sunday, 1st of June. The fees of the program, the original fees is 65,000 rupees, but through this session, people you are nominating will get 20% discount. So people who you as professors will be nominating will be eligible for a 20% discount. Okay. Yes, Sheila ma'am, for nominating students, I will be sending you all a form on your WhatsApp number. We will be sending, so you have already filled a poll. So on your WhatsApp numbers, we will be sending a feedback form. In this feedback, a student nomination form, as well as the website link and the brochure. So we will be sending you all these things so that you can send that to your students. Okay, so no need to worry on that. We will be sending you that. Anything else? Any queries, any doubts? If you have any queries, any doubts, professors, kindly ask me. I am here to help you out. This is something that is a very critical thing, not just in your careers, but the careers of the students that you interact with on a daily basis. So this is something that, I am here to help you in case there are some queries that you have. Satish sir is asking, how do we access all your classes? So sir, in the WhatsApp community, we have already put all the session recordings. After every session, we put the recordings in the community. So through that, you can access it. Any other queries, any doubts? Anybody else? All students attend offline? No, Prasad sir. This particular program is completely online, and this is something that classes will be live classes, like the sessions that we are organizing. Like that, the classes will be live, interactive classes. So students can attend that from their home and after their college or whatever. So in the evening, these classes will be there. So it is something they can manage along with their existing structure. And it doesn't take a lot of commitment from their end. Moreover, if they miss any class, they will have the recorded sessions of that class as well. So they can cover their syllabus if they fail to attend any class. So that's how it will be. Final fee with all additional fees with 9-month duration. So ma'am, if they get a 20% discount, so if you nominate, they'll get a 20% discount. So the fees will be 45,000 plus taxes. So basically it will be 52,000 rupees for them. Okay. So that is how it will be. What about their exam for certification? Yes, Uma ma'am, there will be so it is a 9-month program. So there will be exams in this particular program as well. We'll be teaching them, and then there will be exams also on time to time basis to understand if they have got the gist of the content or not. So that will be there. Any other queries anybody has? And I hope everybody of you has filled the poll. Krishna sir is saying send all the details. Absolutely, sir. Everybody, I'll be sending the details on the WhatsApp and over the email as well. So don't worry, we'll be sending that. Bhanu ma'am is asking how the assessment will be taken. So basically it will be in online mode itself. And on the learning management system, the portal that will be there, on that the assessments will happen. Online or offline, it will be online. The final assessment also. Yes. Everything will be online mode. Can PG students attend? As absolutely, Sheila ma'am, PG students can also attend. So basically, there is no restriction on the student that can attend this program. Only 12th pass is the eligibility. Apart from that, people from any domain who are interested in the field of AI can attend this program. Okay, so this is something that is more of a interest based thing. So if you are really interested in the field of product management and agentic AI, you think that this is something that can help me a lot, you are able to attend it. That is the main motive of this all things as well. IITs want people to get themselves better in the field of AI. That's why they are taking such initiatives as well. Any other queries? I think most of you have filled the Google form and this feedback poll. Sir, how to nominate students? Will you share nomination form? Yes, Rajesh sir, I will be sending the nomination form on your WhatsApp number. Through that, you will be able to nominate your students. You will be able to send that form to your students and students can put their name and they will be able to get nominated. So that's how it will be. Okay. And in the nomination form, the student has to fill your name as well so that we understand that this particular professor has nominated this student. So student will be able to do all those things. Very basic form. I'll be sending that. Any other queries? Any doubts anybody else has? If you have filled a Google form, if you have filled a poll, and if you have no further queries, you can leave the session. And if you have any queries, how many days per week? Timing. So basically the classes will be mostly 3 to 4 days per week and mostly in the evening. So don't worry on that front. Any other queries? Syllabus is mentioned in the brochure that I'll be sending you, ma'am. So don't worry on that. We'll be sending that on your WhatsApp as well as the website link we'll be sending. There also the syllabus is mentioned. Mr. Aman Singhal shared his screen and showed the website over there. On that also you can see there was a curriculum section. The syllabus was mentioned there. So the detailed syllabus is mentioned on the website as well. Anybody can access that. But one thing, people who you will be nominating will be able to get 20% exclusive discount. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for these students because it is a initiative taken by IIT Patan. I hope everybody has filled the poll or the Google form if they are not able to fill the poll. In case you have filled it, you can leave this session. In case you have further queries or doubts, kindly ask me. Any other queries anybody has? Okay, I hope everybody has filled the form. In case you haven't, then kindly let me know. I'll be waiting for you all to fill the form. If you're able to fill the poll, then there is no need to fill the Google form. Okay. So I guess people don't have further queries and most of you have filled the poll or the Google form. So I'll be just leaving this session open for the next 5 minutes. Mr. Raza will be here to help you out in case you have any queries. After 5 minutes, we'll be closing this session. Okay. So thanks a lot everyone for attending today's session. I hope you learned a great deal today as well. And this is a part of our faculty development program series. And I'll be there to see you in the next session as well. So thanks a lot for joining and have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.